Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and this is going to be another really long video with faction weapon rolls for legendary weapons. So, if I goof, unfortunately, I can only do this in one take. It takes a long time to make. As you can see, I thought I'd start over here just to show you, after all my Xur videos where I point out the purple mark that Xur's in the tower. He is not in the tower at this time, and there's no purple mark, so I'm not even going to bother looking for him. Anyway, I'm going to start with Future War Cult, simply because I am a member of Future War Cult. And it seems like the perfect order to go into things. So, like, you start with Future War Cult, you go down to Dead Orbit, then you go over to the Vanguard weapons, then you go over to the Crucible bot, then you go over to New Monarchy kind of thing. So, you have forgotten, Future War Cult has their own fancy little area. I like their area. It's pretty cool. Lakshmi 2 over here. Let's see if she's got anything exciting and cool. Now, again, I am open and eager to hear opinions, comments, criticisms. I am trying to learn more about god rolls so I can do better in Destiny and Destiny 2 and in other games as well. So if there's some weapon that stands out and you're like, Cat, you idiot, that's a god roll weapon, pick it up immediately. Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what other people... That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, so I can hear what other people think. So, Lakshmi 2. No, it doesn't. You haven't given me anything good, alright? Just stop lying to me. I know you're lying, Lakshmi 2. But I still feel bad for your death. Anyway, we have, right here, a hand cannon. The Whale. As I've said, I do not fully understand this first row. It just... I don't know. Steady hand. Fast draw. I have a cat fur in my mouth. I don't know how. They just appear. Quick draw. Agile sight. Lightning. Fast handling. These I go based on just the green and which one does better. But we have explosive rounds, which I like. I like explosive rounds. Volatile payload. Then we got snapshot. I would definitely go with the explosive rounds simply because explosive rounds. Duh. Then we got hammer force. Yeah, I would go with versus triple tap. Precision hits. You know what? This is a toss-up. I don't know. I like the improved range and accuracy. However, I can rapidly land precision shots with a hand cannon. So I'm juggling on this one. I think I'm probably going to go with triple tap simply because I know I can handle the rapidly landing precision hits. Because precision kills are my thing, especially with hand cannons. So I would probably go with explosive payloads, triple tap, but let me know, would you go with hammer forge? Because I do like the increased range. That seems like something maybe, you know what? Hammer forge strikes me as what you would use in the Crucible. Because your chances of getting rapid precision kills in the Crucible are pretty slim. You're not going to find a whole bunch of... Generally, you're not going to find a whole bunch of Guardians together. I don't see very many opportunities to use triple tap in Crucible. I see triple tap as something you would use in PvE, whereas Hammer Forge, giving the improved range and accuracy, would probably work better in Crucible. And then finally, Firefly. Oh, that means Firefly and explosive rounds. Volatile on impact, dealing a portion of... Okay. Particularly, this weapon can cause the target to explode. I think then I would go with the snapshot. So I'll go snapshot. Then if it's in Crucible, hammer force. If it's PvE, which is my primary, triple tap. What do you know? What do you think? All right. Then we got the Waltz. Which, I don't know, it just seems like the Whale, the Waltz, the Waiting, the Wounded, the Wormwood, the Warpath. Somebody's got a thing for the letter W. Righto. Again, we got these. We got the red dot, the quick draw, and the OEG. Not sure. Probably would go with quick draw simply because I see a lot of green. We got flared Magwell. Reload this weapon even faster versus lightweight. +2 character agility. I probably would go with lightweight. I just like lightweight. A hammer forged versus... Nah, I'm going to go with hammer forged. Missing a shot from this weapon's burst will fire a 4th shot. I I think I'm going to go with Hammer Force. I like the increased range. Then you have Head Seeker. Body shots with this weapon increase precision. I do not like Head Seeker. I don't like Head Seeker. And I've heard other people who don't like it either. Because if your habit is to automatically aim for the head, unless you specifically keep reminding yourself that this weapon has Head Seeker, this is a weapon I would not pick up immediately just because of Head Seeker. I'm like, this is not worth the legendary marks. Because my instinct and habit is to go for the head. So to have a weapon that you have to remind yourself to go for the body shots and then to break the habit of immediately going to the head, this is not a weapon I would be picking up. This one sucks. This is on my burn list. Sucks, Lakshmi 2. Sucks. Not interested in the Waltz, then. I do not like Head Seeker. The Waiting, all right? That is a fusion rifle. Reflex, red dot, OEG, blah, blah, blah. Accelerated coils, reduced weapon charge time versus Snapshot. I think I would still go with accelerated coils. I mean, yeah, I don't like the reduced charge time for slightly decreased damage, but then we got small bore, increased range and stability, slower reload, reduced the great versus spray and play. I think I would go with small bore simply because I'm rarely with an empty mag. And hot swap. I don't know, I feel very disappointed by this one. Let me know. Does the waiting feel disappointing to you as well, or is it just me and my lack of god-rolling knowledge? Because honestly, when I start playing a Destiny, I just want to start shooting stuff. I don't really look into the weapons. I probably should, but I generally just don't look into what I'm shooting with. I just want to shoot with something. I mean, there are some cool guns, but, you know, that's just me. I'm impatient. But I feel very, very disappointed by this one. And you're asking for, honey, Habibti, 150 legendary marks. Just take your no. So then we got the Wounded. So we got mid-reflex, range lens, blah, 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 rifle scope. I think I would go with rifle scope. Yeah, probably rifle scope. Excuse me. Drinking Red Bull. High caliber rounds versus Snapshot. I'm going to go with the high caliber rounds. I'm built to stagger targets and leave them reeling. Staggering, especially against the Cabal, is very, very helpful. Because that's how you deal with Cabal in original Destiny. Destiny 2 has wimpy baby Cabal. You heard me, Gaul. You suck. You suck, Gaul. Your shields suck. In Destiny, you got Cabal with shields you can't shoot through. So you need to get them in the shoulder or any part of the hand, the few exposed areas, and they stagger. So this would be good against, yeah. Then you got small bore, range of stability, slower reload, versus third eye. You know what? I think I would go with small bore. Followed by Firefly. You know what? I like this gun. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not great, but it's definitely better than the previous one. Better than the better than the Waltz. I mean, if I were interested in buying weapons, I'm not at the moment. I need to clean out my vault. I'm just saying that if I were interested, if I were in the market for a scout rifle, this would be potentially on my list of potential weapons to buy, simply because of the Firefly, the small bore, the high caliber rounds. What do you think? It's a potential on my market. All right. Then we got, okay, that's the Wounded. That was the scout rifle. The Wormwood. All right. Sidearm. High caliber rounds versus Snapshot. I feel like we're dealing with a little bit of a deja vu. I'm going to go with high caliber rounds. I mean, let me know. Am I underestimating the awesomeness of Snapshot? Let me know. School me. Correct me on this. Be like, Kat, you idiot. Snapshot is amazing. You should be going with Snapshot over high caliber rounds. It also sounds cooler, I will admit. Then we got hand loaded is affected at an extended versus hand loaded. Extended range over, hand loaded. And rangefinder. So we're going to have two extended range options. I don't see much of a difference, though, honestly. So maybe I'll go with Zen Moment and rangefinder. I mean, if you don't get both adding more, I mean, let me know. Would hand-loaded, which extends the range, and rangefinder both extend the range, or would you just use one? Or should I use Zen Moment instead? Comment. All right. Like I said, school me. I'm trying to learn. I like just to go into the game, like I said, and just, that's why you'll find you often go to Destiny 2, and I do play Destiny 2, and just empty out my vault without even looking, because I just want to go out there and play the game. Then we got the Warpath. It's kind of funny to see a rocket launcher with such bright colors. Anyway, we got Warhead Verniers. Is that for? I don't know if soft launch. I've always liked soft launch. Hard launch. I've always liked soft launch. I don't know why. It just increased recoil, boost to velocity, so it's a faster one. Then we have Flared Magwell. So I would go with probably soft launch. Flared Magwell versus lightweight. I probably would go with lightweight, simply because I like the speed. But I do seem to like this Flared Magwell. However, rocket launchers are really slow. I mean, it does seem to make a difference. Maybe I will go with Flared Magwell. Then we got Javelin versus... Yeah, I'm going with Tripod. Definitely going with Tripod. Though how you could hold 3 rockets in that... I don't know. But definitely Tripod. And finally, Cluster Bombs. Awesome. This would be potential on my market of rocket launchers to buy if I needed rocket launchers. I need to go through my vault. Start looking for better weapons than what I have. Because by default, I've just, I'm like, all right, I want, I tried to aim for having one of each elemental type of like every rocket launcher. So I probably need to go through my vault. Because if I were on the market for a rocket launcher, this would potentially be a pickup. Simply because cluster bombs... I like the cluster bombs and the tripod. So that means you're carrying 3 rockets. That's good to have. Less reloading. So maybe then I would go with the lightweight. Because then you can go faster. Because tripod means you need to reload less. So that's a help. Cool. But let me know what you think. Am I learning? Yeah, that's because you're part of an organization called Future War Cult, Habibti. This war has no end. Maybe, I don't know. What's with the incense? Can you smell it? Can you smell the incense? Sorry. I have to criticize all of them. Anyway, then we got Arak Jalal, a.k.a. I am not Starfire's daddy, because he looks a lot like... I know she dyes her hair. I haven't read the comic, but... Dude, it's called vitamin D. You clearly need some. I highly recommend you step out of the tower, or at least out of this hangar deck, and go onto the top, and maybe get a tan. Sunburn, even. At this point, even sunburn will help you. Arak Jalal. Just... That sounds like a corpus name. Arak Jalal. At least Jalal. Maybe I'll name a corpus Jalal. Anyway, I'm rank 28, right? You've got... Oh, this is the dude with all the numbers in his weapons. As I said, vitamin D would do you a lot of good. I mean, even if you're awoken, just step outside in the sun a little. It'll up your gloomy mood. I think every one of the faction leaders has some kind of issue. Anyway, we have the extremophile. Okay. We got the mid MD reflex, the steady hand, and the OEG. I don't know. I think I'll go with mid reflex. Excuse me, extended mag, a larger magazine versus snapshot. Now, it depends on how much bigger this magazine is, because sometimes I have noticed that you'll use something like extended mag and you will not get more shots. So if this does not increase the magazine, if it increases by 1 shot, 2 shots, then I'm definitely going with snapshot, because this is an auto rifle. And 40 is not that much of a difference between 37. If it were a scout rifle, it's different. Auto rifle, I'm gonna go with the snapshot. It depends on what this extended mag is, and from what I could tell, doesn't really do much. So I would look at the amount of bullets it increases by, and probably end up with snapshot. Small bore versus Rhodia. Not feeling it. Doesn't feel like it has that much of a recoil. I don't know. I think I would go with small bore. Because this increases range and stability. And then hidden hand. You know what? Then I would go with Rhodia. Because I don't want the slower reload then. I don't know. This is not a weapon I would be really interested in. Let me know. Am I missing out? Am I being stupid about this? Should I be giving a streamophile another look? Am I denying it, I'm not joining. I'm not. You. Then we got the Keystone 01. I wonder what the Keystone... When will we be getting the... Rock Jalal, I have been waiting and waiting for the release of the Keystone 02. Dude, you've been sneaking peeks and dropping hints, and there have been leaks about the Keystone 02, and I have not seen it. So until then, I'm not sure I'm interested in the Keystone 01 anymore. We got MD Reflex, Ranged Lens, and OEG. Why not Rifle Scope? Like I said, the first one isn't really that big a deal to me. Armor-piercing rounds versus lightweight. Probably gonna go with armor-piercing rounds. Why not? It's a scout rifle. You want that extra kick in your weapons. Why not? And it will over-penetrate targets. So probably gonna go with the armor-piercing rounds. So we got Hammer Forged versus Third Eye. I'm definitely going for Hammer Forged. I mean, Third Eye is good, but unless I'm in Crucible, I might... Unless I'm in Crucible, Third Eye really isn't that much of a help. I mean, it really depends on what you're doing. So, for example, if you're doing maybe something with a lot of enemies, but then you can usually hear them because most of them aren't exactly silent. And then crowd control. So crowd control, kills with this weapon grab bonus damage for a short time. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not saying flat out no, other than the fact that this is a Keystone 01 and not a Keystone 02. I mean, come on, Arak, Jalal, we're waiting. Maybe it's the vitamin D deficiency. That's why he hasn't given us Keystone 02. Maybe potentially on my list. Not at the top, not too high up. Not really looking for scout rifles right now. Then we have Worlds to Come 01. Again, where's the sequel, dude? I know we have too many sequels, but these are guns. I expect, improvements. Don't make me go shopping with the Corpus. Got MD Reflex, Red Dot ORA, and OEG. And there goes Buster. Let's see if I can get that close ball together. What? You want? Fine. We'll see if she comes. Anyway, what do we got? We got accelerated coils versus lightweight. Here she comes. All right, sorry about the intro. Here we go. Come here. There she is. Come here. All right. Come here. You have to come on the lap. Okay, sit. No, don't sit on the desk. Don't sit on the desk. Come here. There she is. These are good for your teeth, so come here. You want the treats? They're over here. Come here. Hey, you're right over here. Come on. There we go. Oh, yeah, she shows her rear to the camera. Really, Buster? People don't want to see this side of you. They want to see the other side. Show the other side. Show them the other side. Here she goes. All right, sorry about that. Your Majesty. Anyway, accelerated coils. Reduces weapon charge in time in exchange for... I think I might go with accelerated coils. Let me know. As much as I like lightweight, I may go with accelerated coils. Let's see what else we have. Hammer Forged versus Unflinching. It's easier to aim under fire. I'm going to go with Hammer Forged. As much as Unflinching sounds useful, especially in Challenge of the Elders. I would probably go with Hammer Forged. And then we have Rangefinder. But let me know, would Hammer Forged and Rangefinder work? Because if you tell me that Hammer Forged and Rangefinder wouldn't increase, using both would not increase the range, and I might as well just use one or the other, then I would go with I have no choice, Rangefinder and Unflinching instead. Comment. Teach me. Not joining. Then we got a shotgun. Last Ditch 01. Again, what is it with the first one? We need some sequels here, man. Look, enough sequels in Hollywood. We want some sequels in our guns, okay? Improvements. This kind of looks kind of cool. I'll admit, it does look kind of cool. All right, we got the Smooth Ballistics, the Accurized Ballistics, and the Aggressive Ballistics. Definitely not going for the Aggressive Ballistics. Or I'll probably go with Smooth Ballistics. Then we have Flared Magwell versus Lightweight. What is it with all the lightweight this week? It's a shotgun. I would probably go with Flared Magwell. It's a shotgun. Then we have Perfect Balance versus Cascade. So I would go with Flared Magwell and Cascade. Melee kills automatically reload a portion of this weapon's magazine. Yeah. I mean, the Perfect Balance is nice, but this is a shotgun. It's a pain in the rear to reload these things. They take forever. I just like the fact that if you cut off, reloading, you can, reload 1 bullet or 2 bullets. You don't have to reload the full magazine. I love that fact. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but you can... come on, people who are watching this video play Destiny. They know that already. What an idiot cat. And then full auto. This weapon could be fired in full auto mode. I know a lot of people like it when shotguns can be fired in full auto mode. Everyone's like, Cat, it has full auto. And yeah, I will not deny full auto sounds awesome. The only problem with full auto is it burns through your ammo. This is secondary weapon ammo, green ammo. Burns through your ammo. So yeah, I like full auto, but I also, like to balance the fact that it burns through ammo. So I get that too. But automatic shotgun. Come on. That's just sweet. I think I would go with Cascade. And Flared Magwell. Cool. So that's Last Ditch, the shotgun. For not joining, Sniper Rifle, Bitter Edge. Like I said, this is not my choice of sniper rifle, simply because I don't like the low impact sniper rifles, because I use sniper rifles for extreme distances to try and get as one shot far stuff. So for me, let me just go through this. We have Sight Sys, very long distance scope versus Ambush, agile snappy scope versus, I probably would go with Eagle Eye. Then we got armor-piercing rounds and lightweight. I would go with the armor-piercing rounds. No, actually no, because I don't need it to over-penetrate targets. I really don't. Usually it's a one-shot to get them in the head from a distance. This actually would not be that beneficial. As much as armor-piercing rounds sounds awesome, if I'm sniping a fallen vandal, I probably would go with lightweight. As cool as armor-piercing rounds sound, I don't think it would make that much. Anyway, Hammer Forged versus Clown Cartridge. Reloading this weapon has a chance to grant a larger than normal magazine. I hate these chance things. It's like you might get a normal, larger than normal magazine versus improved range and accuracy. I think I would go with Hammer Forged. As much as it's just me. It's why, for example, I don't like Hawkmoon. People like Hawkmoon. People have told me they like Hawkmoon, but I don't care for it because Hawkmoon, 3 out of 13 bullets have a chance of increased damage. That means randomly less than a 25% chance of increased damage for the bullets you have. Clown Cartridge doesn't even give me the percentage on when you'll get their larger than normal magazine. So I think I would go with Hammer Forged. And then finally, Unflinching. I mean, I guess. Again, I guess it also depends on what you use the sniper rifle for. I personally wouldn't even pick up the sniper rifle. I'm just not a fan for what I use a sniper rifle for. I'm not a fan of low impact sniper rifles. See, my preference is Devil's Dawn. Precision kills with this weapon cause targets to explode. I actually have a third one in my vault for solar. Wait, void. So honestly, I wouldn't pick up this. Just because I remember doing a Nightfall. I remember doing Nightfall and being fed up and leaving early because the sniper rifle wasn't doing any damage on these enemies I was trying to snipe. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's because they have low impact. Anyway. Into Dust, rocket launcher. What do we got here? We got confined launch, soft launch. Probably go with countermass. Why not? It depends on the other stuff. I mean, for example, if you have... Oh, well, you have heavy payload. No, I'd go try it. If you have tracking, recoil isn't that big a deal. Field Scout increases carried ammo versus quick draw. Immediately, Field Scout. Definitely Field Scout. I would go with Field Scout, and then you notice heavy payload, you have tripod. I would go with Field Scout, tripod, and then you're stuck with grenades and horseshoes, which rockets from this weapon will detonate early based on proximity to targets. This is a weapon I would actually pick up. If I was in the... Yeah, I see that, you little fuzzball. You excited about this rocket launcher? I would go with this, because grenades and horseshoes, tripod, and Field Scout. That means you are getting increased ammo capacity. You're getting tripod, so you're able to carry more ammo. Your magazine is larger, so you're going to carry 3 rockets. And I like this one. You know what? I might consider picking it up. I actually really like this. This I could put on my... Yeah. But then I would have to change to... I'll consider it. Probably not going to do Vault of Glass anyway this week. So, yeah, I would actually pick up the Unto Dust. Because one of the most frustrating things about rockets, especially, is not having enough ammo. And then having only 2 shots. Well, this gives you 3 shots and an increased ammo capacity. So... Wait, is this dude missing a thumb? No.
The fleet is our hope. I don't care.
No, I think his thumb is clipping his... I was like, wait a minute, is that why his hand is bandaged? No, I think I could see a part of his thumb clipping into his... I don't know. No, he might be missing a thumb. What happened to you, dude? All right. Is that what happens when you join Jet Orbit? You lose a thumb? All right, Vanguard Quartermaster. What have we got with the Vanguard Quartermaster? That's a lot of weapons, dude. At Vanguard Quartermaster is where I picked up my favorite, where I picked up this one. Look, I keep this for sentimental reasons, okay? And it has explosive rounds. Oh, this weapon deals bonus damage against Cabal Centurions. I did not know that. Because I just looked at explosive rounds and went, I like explosive rounds. One of my first weapons I bought. I think it was actually the first. Anyway, the Continental Auto Rifle. Some weapons with actually interesting names. Auto Rifle, we got MD Reflex, Quick Draw, and OEG Rifle Scope. That's the only one that seems to have any... Yeah, I'm gonna go with OG, I don't know. Crowd Control. Kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for a short time. Versus Danger Close. This weapon gains increased reload and handling. You know what? I think I would go with Crowd Control. Oh, yeah, I think I would go with Crowd Control. What do you know? What do you think? You got Small Bore. Increased range and stability. Versus... I would go with Small Bore. Not Rifled Barrow. Because they both do increased range, but this one increases stability as well. And finally, Counterbalance. This weapon has increased stability, so yeah, why not? I think I'd go with Counterbalance. Let me know what you think. The Continental. Sounds like breakfast. Then we got the Parthian Shot. A pulse rifle. She's looking out the window. All right, we got Reflex versus Steady Hand versus OEG. I think I'm going to go with Steady Hand since that's the only one who has any green. But again, this is the one part I just... Let me know. I don't feel any difference with them. Rhodia reduces the severity of this weapon's recall versus life support. Kills with this weapon while critically wounded have a chance to start... Yeah, look, see, Steady Hand. So if I go with Steady Hand, then I could... go with life support. Why not? And we got small bore versus feather mag. Reduce magazine size. It depends on the reduction in the magazine size. I might go with small bore. Yeah. Gotta go with small bore. Finally, we have third eye. I don't know. This one doesn't stand out to me as, like, I have to get it kind of thing. It's like, meh. It's not that bad. It's not trash, but there's a lot of better stuff out there. Dude, you what are you doing? You're throwing your trash at me? I mean, it's not real trash. It's... Okay. Angel's Advocate. Red dot ORA, ranged lens, OEG. I think I'd go with ranged lens simply because, again, I go based on the little thingies on top. But let me know. Tell me how I can improve on the first category. Outlaw. Precision kills with this weapon dramatically increase reload speed. Versus... You know what? No. A kill with the final round of the magazine increase... I would go with Outlaw. Because I'm more likely to get precision kills than reach the final round in the magazine. So Outlaw it is. Definitely Outlaw. Small bore versus... high caliber rounds. Small bore. Small bore. Definitely small bore. You can see the difference. And finally, reactive reload. Reloading this weapon after a kill. I don't like it. So you're telling me if I kill something, I have to reload, then I get bonus damage. Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. Again, I'm not, like, screaming for this weapon. You know, 150... Well, oh, and this is for legendary mark. This isn't for legendary marks. I thought it used to be for legendary marks. So 400 glimmer, 5 weapon parts. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No, that's the cost for the upgrade. What an idiot. Sorry about that. It's probably for 150 legendary marks. Is it worth 150 legendary marks? You're pushing it, man. Let me know. I don't feel like it's worth it. I'm just not feeling it. Then we got the How Dare You. Well, let's see if this is... Should I be pissed over it? Steady Hand, Fast Draw, Quick Draw. I don't know. I'm feeling... Steady Hand, just because it's a hand cannon. You want some steadiness in those hand cannons. Then we got Mulligan. Missing a shot has a chance to return ammo directly to the magazine versus Last Resort. This weapon handles and reloads faster when the wielders... Oh, well, unless you're in a fire team, this is useless. So if you're not in a fire team, you're going with Mulligan. And since generally I'm not in a fire team, I'm going to go with Mulligan. Besides that, like, missing a shot has a chance to return ammo directly to the magazine. I hope I don't miss shots. But if I do, it'd be nice to know it magically returns to the magazine. Because gun magic. Small bore, increased range and stability. It's a lot of small bore this week. Versus lightweight. I'm going to go with the small bore. Range and stability. Yeah, I'm going to go small bore. Reactive reload. So this will increase the reload. Small bore, Mulligan. Alright, that's my go on this one. It's not, I like the Vanguard colors too. I'm a big fan of the Vanguard colors, so... But am I clamoring to get it for 150 legendary marks? That's the other thing you gotta keep in mind. Is this thing worth 150 legendary marks? I gotta go through my vault. We'll see. Then we got X Astris. All right, it's got MD Reflex, blah, 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 red dot, ORA2, OEG, nothing special, nothing telling me cat. You need to pick this one. I probably end up picking random and not caring for the first category. Comment. School me on this category. Then we got knee pad, slide further while this weapon is equipped. Versus improved accuracy while airborne. I'm gonna go with Icarus. Yeah, Icarus. Knee pad. I think the first time I've seen knee pads. Perfect balance versus snapshot. Perfect balance. I think that will have a better effect than snapshot. Let me know. I think perfect balance versus... And then finally, hot swap. Writing this weapon grants a brief period of bonus... it's okay. Is it worth 150 legendary marks? You know what, Habibi? I give you 50. I give you 50 legendary marks. Take this off your hands. What do you say? 50 legendary marks. Come on, I worked hard for those legendary marks. It's not like, they fall, they magically appear in the sky or something. You get 15 legendary marks, by the way, if you do a public event. The first time you do one. So the first time in the day that you do a public event, you get 15. You have to complete it, gold tier, but you get 15 legendary marks. A lot of people don't know that. Then we got the Teacup Tempest, which, why is it called the Teacup Tempest? Just a weird name. True Sight versus Fast Draw, fastest quick draw. I'm gonna go with random one. I don't know. Mulligan. Missing a shot has a chance to return ammo versus Feeding Frenzy. I'm gonna go with Mulligan. I like Mulligan. I mean, kills with this weapon increase reload speed for a shot. Mulligan. Return ammo directly to the magazine. I like that. We got fitted stock, increased weapon stability versus high caliber rounds. High caliber rounds. It's built to stagger targets and leave them reeling. Yeah, I think I would choose that. So I think I would go with Mulligan, high caliber rounds, and then we're stuck with hot swap. Readying this weapon grants a brief period of bonus accuracy. There's not enough Firefly. Explosive rounds, Firefly. Come on, you know what I need? Look, Vanguard Quartermaster. I need me some Firefly, and I need me some explosive rounds. This stuff isn't going to do it for me, all right? This might end up being longer than an hour. I need stuff with the commentary. Occam's Razor. I like the name. Linear Compensator versus I'm not going to go with that one. CQB Ballistic versus Soft Ballistics. I'm probably going to go with Linear Compensator. More predictable recoil, slightly boosts to range and impact. All right. Wait a minute. More recoil, but it's predictable. So you can predict the increased recoil. Still going to go with that. We got Replenish. This weapon's magazine will be refilled whenever you unleash your super versus knee pads. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Replenish. Absolutely going to go with Replenish. Then we got Reinforced Barrel. No, look, that stability is no. Versus Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to go with Perfect Balance. That's just no. So Perfect Balance. And finally, we got Crowd Control. Kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for... I like this. This is okay. Crowd Control, Perfect Balance, Replenish. 75... What do you say? 75 legendary marks? You know what? Habibi? Vanguard bot, dude? I'm going to be generous and I offer you 100 legendary marks. Wouldn't it be nice if you could, negotiate with the NPCs in Destiny? Be like, all right, I know you're asking for 150. Then you'd be like, okay, 125. He'd be like, 130. You'd be like, no. You're like, I know you're asking for 150, 75. And we negotiated to 100 legendary marks. That would be fun. Occam's Razor. And then we got 7th, again, this is a low-impact sniper rifle. I am not a fan of the low-impact sniper rifles. Maybe if I use them more, I might appreciate them more. But generally, my memory of slow-impact sniper rifles is not a happy one. I can even tell you what strike it was that I went into with a low-impact sniper rifle and went, Why the hell is this not killing those wizards? I can tell you exactly where it was and when. It was a la cool, the Dark Blade, and I was sniping those wizards that float around the island. So, I was sniping. I usually go from the moment you enter the room, the big room where you have the 2 islands and the moving bridge, right? The moment I enter there, I snipe the wizards on both sides. And this sniper rifle was not killing them. It was like I was running out of ammo because it was doing almost no damage on the wizards. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Damn it. This is a low-impact sniper rifle. It sucks. So that's why I don't like... I mean, there might be uses for them. Let me know in the comments. Be like, Cat, you idiot. That's not why you use low-impact sniper rifle. This is why you use them. Explain it to me. I'd rather it be, isn't true wisdom knowing when you don't know? I don't know. Please teach me. Then we got the sight. So we got the sight sis, very long distance scope. We got the short gauge, short range scope. Oh, we got the Taxis. I'm going to go with the mid zoom just because it seems more balanced. Taxis sounds kind of cool. We got Grenadier. Kills with this weapon reduce the cooldown of your grenade. Versus Mulligan. You know what? I'm going to go with Mulligan. And it depends on the circumstances, but honestly, I think I would go with Mulligan. Missing a shot. I mean, if I were in the Prison of Elders, doing Challenge of the Elders, I would probably go with Grenadier, simply because I know that there is a grenade kill bonus this week. But otherwise, I would go with Mulligan. Then we have skip rounds. Ceramic jacketed rounds ricochet on hard surfaces. Their extreme density lets you carry more rounds. How does their extreme density allow you to carry more reserves? Added mass slows down weapon handling. What? I'm not going to question the space magic. Just not going to question the space magic. Versus casket mag. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with skip rounds. Simply because, I want to see them skipping around. Probably going to go skip rounds. And then finally, hidden hand. This weapon gains better target acquisition. So hidden hand, skip rounds, Mulligan, and Taxis. Let me know. But then, as I said, this is not exactly my kind of sniper rifle. Again, tell me what is the benefit of a low-impact sniper rifle? I mean, maybe it's where you're running around and sniping stuff, but honestly, I'm more of a high-impact sniper person. A bone crusher with a K, because we forgot how to spell. And we want to look cool and hip. So we misspell things, because that's how you look cool and hip. You misspell things. Machine gun. You got CQB ballistics, reduced recoil, penalty to range, smart drift control, predictable and controllable recoil, penalty to range, field choke, more range and impact. No, I'd probably go with either smart drift or CQB ballistics. Probably smart drift. Then we got Army of One, quick unassisted kills, reduced grenade versus spray and play. I would go with Army of One. Reduce the grenade and melee cooldown. Army of One. We got hand-laid stock, increased ability, reduced range, versus quick draw. I think I would go with hand-laid stock. I don't know. Drawing it unbelievably fast might help. Let me know. I'm really indecisive. I might go with hand-laid stock. I don't like the decrease in range, though. That's my issue. That's a pretty... I mean, that's nice stability. And then we got crowd control. Kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for a short time. So we have to do with crowd control, but I don't know about this one. I might... If I were to pick this up, I might end up going with hand-laid stock. But I don't feel this weapon. But then I'm not a big fan of misspellings either. I know it's meant to look cool, but I don't like things getting misspelled, because then it teaches kids how to spell badly. No, children, Crusher's not spelled with a K, it's spelled with a C. C. The Corpus is spelled with a C or a K, actually. Disassembly required, because this is just, yeah. Actually, they call themselves the Yotkoi. Confined launch. Greatly reduced recoil, significant... I have no... Soft launch. Countermass. Penalty to blast. But it's not that big of a penalty. I would probably go with countermass. Spray and play. Increase the reload speed of this weapon when this mag is empty versus danger close. This weapon gains increased reload and handling when 2 or more enemies are in close proximity. I would probably go with danger close. Because that would increase reload speed when the mag is empty. This is when you have enemies around you. So I'd probably go with danger close. Then we got Snapshot versus Field Scout. Definitely Field Scout. All the way. Oh, so, I mean, no matter how good Snapshot is, increased carried ammo capacity is much better with a rocket launcher. The more ammo you can carry with a rocket launcher, the better. And finally, tracking. Ooh. Tracking ruined me, by the way. Shields fired from this weapon track their targets. When I think nearly every one of my rockets in Destiny, original Destiny, has tracking, right? So when I went to play Destiny 2, and I initially had a rocket launcher, my aim sucked. My aim still sucks with rocket launchers in Destiny 2 because I am so used to rocket launchers with tracking that my habit is just to relatively just shoot the rocket in the general direction, because usually I'm like running around a boss. I'm like running around the battle and go, just suddenly turn, quickly shoot, and then turn away and start running again because I don't want to get shot at, because bosses usually start shooting at the direction they get shot at. So I would be like bouncing around the boss and just shoot generally, and knowing it has tracking, like I don't have to even look, it's probably going to hit. Destiny 2, on the other hand, I would just watch rockets go whoosh, and the enemy's going, ha ha ha, you missed. So yeah, rocket launchers ruined me. Tracking in rocket launchers in the original Destiny ruined me in Destiny 2. Tracking grenades also ruined my aim with grenades. I have no aim whatsoever when it comes to grenades. I need to stop using the tracking grenades and start playing around with other grenades so I actually increase, because the only way you're going to improve your aim is if you do it. Babbling like an idiot, as always. These are the Vanguard Quartermaster weapons. Alright, your stock is okay. Not enough Firefly and explosive rounds. I'm disappointed. You know what? I would negotiate some of these prices with you, except I got other stuff to do right now. I got a cat to feed, work. I'm delaying feeding her because I have to get to work late, so she's in a mood. Because I don't get home from work until late. Now, at least on Tuesdays. Just make sure nobody's contacting me because Alright. So, we are heading towards the Crucible. I love the puddles. Puddle. Grown man bouncing in puddle. Alright, we going to our site 9940. Crucible Quartermaster. Hello, our site. Like to, I don't know, I'm suddenly feeling this urge to be like, let me introduce you. Ooh.
Purchase refused. Purchase refused.
What do you mean purchase refused?
Purchase accepted.
I'm gonna turn you into a moa. You're gonna run around with no arms and long legs and squawk. 0 Day Dilemma. I like that name. It's an auto rifle. Alright, what have we got? We got ND Reflex, Steady Hand, and OEG rifle scope. I might go with the rifle scope simply because of the improved range. We have spray and play, increase the while the mag is empty, close and or personal. Short period of 25% melee damage after landing a hit with this weapon. Versus spray and play. Honestly, I would not go with spray and play simply because magazines are never empty. When I reload, 90% of the time, my magazine is not empty, which I know is totally unrealistic. It makes absolutely no sense in the real world. But I like to make sure when I'm about to, So my chances of spray and play really, I'm probably gonna have to go with short period of 25% bonus melee damage after landing a hit with this weapon. As much as, I'm gonna have to go with that one. Let me know in the comments. Hand-laid stock, increased stability, reduced range versus armor. Yeah, armor-piercing rounds. Definitely. This is a positive one. I'm going with these iridium core rounds over penetrate targets. They're mass. Because you probably, if you're using an auto rifle, you're going to be going, there's going to probably be a bunch of enemies to shoot at. So yeah. Finally, so I'm going to go with the armor-piercing rounds and counterbalance. This weapon has increased stability. So counterbalance, armor-piercing rounds, close and or personal, and steady hand. Why not? What do you think, Buster? Then we got the B29 party favor, because in Destiny, when you go to a party, your goodie bags have guns in them. God, I love Destiny. Can you just imagine it? It's Commander Zavala's 700th birthday, and we are giving out pulse rifles! Yay! Righto. All right, Red Dot versus Quick Draw versus OEG. The only one I know is any real difference is Quick Draw, so I probably end up with Quick Draw. Again, as I said, this category is my weakness. Let me know. Then we got Rhodia, reduce the severity of this weapon's recoil versus Feeding Frenzy. Kills with this weapon increase reload speed for a short time. I like Feeding Frenzy. I can see this one working, because you're going to be killing a lot of stuff. Increasing reload. It doesn't rely on you running out of the mag. So I would go with Feeding Frenzy. Balanced braced frame. Increased stability. Reduced magazine size. Nah. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's the kind of stability. Versus appended mag. Increased magazine size. Slower reload. No, I'm going to go with this. Braced frame. I mean, depending on what the magazine change looks like, I'd probably go with braced frame. I mean, if it drops down the magazine to like 15, then I'm definitely going to go with appended mag. But it doesn't look like it really drops it down. I mean, it doesn't look like it drops it down at all. But if it drops it down to 20, I'm not that big a deal. Then we got Counterbalance. This weapon has increased stability. So Counterbalance, maybe I can go with appended mag. I have Counterbalance. Maybe I will go increased magazine size, slower reload. Nah, definitely gonna go with that. So Counterbalance, braced frame, and Feeding Frenzy. Righto. Party favor. I'm not gonna come back. I hope I didn't buy an expensive gift for this party, because I'm meh on this one. Then we got the hero formula, because everyone's looking out for a hero. Mandy reflex, ranged lens, OEG, probably that one, just because. I would probably like basically gamble and guess. Unless I see something that really drops it down with the red to the red, I'd probably pick a random one. Rhodia reduces the severity last resort. Since I'm primarily not in a fire team, last resort is not an option for me. The vast majority of the time when I'm playing, last resort would not apply. And then if I finally am in a fire team, I would forget to like switch it out. So I would probably go with Rhodia, reduces the severity of this weapon's recoil. Simply for basic. Oh, 5 explosive rounds. I don't care what you are, hand-laid stock. We're going with the explosive rounds. Because Cat likes explosive rounds. A volatile payload explodes on impact, dealing up the portion of the weapon's damage in an area. Absolutely. Definitely. Going with explosive rounds. So Rhodia, explosive rounds, and reactive reload. Reloading this weapon after a kill grants a damage bonus for a short time. Nah, I mean, the fact that it has explosive rounds, you got me on that. I would give you the 150 legendary marks for this one. Simply because we are not getting enough explosive rounds this week. So I'm feeling a definite drought of explosive rounds. So gonna have to give it to you on that one. You finally got me some explosive rounds. Finally, a vendor that's selling me them explosive rounds. All right, then we got the Palindrome, which I remember at one point there was this craze over this gun, that there was like this god roll. I remember everyone would be like, you have to pick it up. I think I did, I don't remember. But it was like, that's why every time I hear Palindrome, I'm like, this is a god tier hand cannon. You must pick it up. Like, I don't know. Sure shot, true sight, quick draw, don't know. Probably true sight. We got hot swap. Readying this weapon grants a period of bonus accuracy versus partial refund. Chance to return a portion of the magazine after an assist. Again, this is more of a fire team reliant perk, so I'd have to go with hot swap. Readying this weapon grants a brief period of bonus accuracy. Let me know if it's worth it. Again, because partial refund after an assist, I mean, unless you're running around in public areas where there are other people and there's a chance of you doing an assist, if you're soloing stuff, this is no good for you. So I would go with hot swap. But let me know, am I being mean and unfair to hot swap? Then we got rifled barrow, increased versus lightweight. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with rifled barrel because I like the increased. I mean, that is an impressive increase in range for a hand cannon. And finally, third eye. Not that big a deal. I'm not like, I mean, third eye is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm underestimating third eye, but it's not like I'm dying for third eye. I would choose explosive rounds over third eye, just because. Explosive rounds. Seriously, let me just make sure. Yeah, it's not muted. Just want to make sure, because I did a video once where it was muted, and I was like, damn it. All right, Palindrome. Then we got Each New Day, which is an interesting name for a gun. All right, we got MD Reflex, Red Dot ORA, and OEG. I don't know. I might just randomly go with Red Dot, just because improved handling. We got Spray and Play, increase the reload speed when this bag is empty, versus Underdog. This weapon gains a boost to range and handling when health is low. Probably gonna go with Underdog. Again, because weapons tend to not run out. Magazines tend not to be empty with me. So it's usually better for me to rely on something that does not rely on an empty magazine. I just reload stuff all the time. Small bore, increased range and stability versus rifled barrow, increased range, slower reload. That is an impressive increase in range. I'd probably go with rifled barrel. And then Hot Swap. Readying this weapon grants a brief period of bonus accuracy. Hot Swap, Rifled Barrel, and Spray and Play. No, wait, not Spray and Play, Underdog. Though, I don't know. I mean, maybe if I actually stopped reloading as every opportunity I can. I mean, it's not, maybe I should pay attention, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I do end up reloading the weapon a lot more than I realize in the middle of combat, and I'm just not paying attention. I just know that whenever I can, I try to reload. All right, that's Each New Day. We got us the 44 curtain call. Why is it called 44? Is this the 44th curtain call? Okay. No, hey, no comment. You call your gun what you want, okay? All right, we got Smooth Ballistics, CQB Ballistics, and Aggressive Ballistics. I'm not definitely going out with that. Probably gonna stick with Smooth Ballistics. Yeah. Replenish. This weapon's magazine will be refilled versus life support. I think I would go with Replenish. Because it's a shotgun. It's a pain in the butt to reload. Anything that will help on that is helpful. So Replenish. Hammer Forged versus Flared Magwell. I'm going with Hammer Forged. So Replenish, Hammer Forged, and Crowd Control. Kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for a short time. So Crowd Control, Hammer Forged, and Replenish. Then we got Anton's Rule, which always reminds me of Metro Exodus. So I don't think his name was Anton. I can't remember. Let me know. True Sight versus Fast Draw versus Quick Draw. Ugh, I hate this category. I don't know. True Sight. There's a lot of flexible sight, light with good recoil control, strong target acquisition. Outlaw. Precision kills with this weapon dramatically increase reload speed versus Crowd Control. I'm going to go with Crowd Control. Kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for a short time, because I could see a lot of kills coming out of this. Yeah. I'd probably go with Crowd Control. I don't know. Or maybe Outlaw. I don't know. I like both of them. Let me know in the comments. Outlaw versus Crowd Control. Then we got Fitted Stock versus high caliber rounds. Definitely high caliber rounds. Maybe Outlaw. Crowd Control. Definitely. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Crowd Control. This is a very low impact weapon. And then we got Hidden Hand, better target acquisition, high caliber rounds, crowd control, high caliber rounds, and Hidden Hand. We got Event Horizon. Now this is a sniper rifle that I would like. It's a high impact, low rate of fire sniper rifle. Got Hawkeye. Probably going to go with the mid-range zoom. Improved optics, view tack. Eagle Eye, longest range scope. I'm going to go with Hawkeye. Then we have Army of One, quick unassisted kills with this weapon, reduce grenade melee cooldown versus life support. I would go with Army of One. And then we got Explosive Round. Oh, I like this. Explosive Rounds and Snapshot. I would go with Explosive Rounds. and Take a Knee. Crouching grants improved accuracy and stability, as well as reduced aim time and flinch under fire. So I think I would go with Take a Knee. Well, I mean, I have no choice. Take a Knee, explosive rounds, and Army of One. This is okay. I mean, it's not like, again, the thing is we're getting so few explosive rounds this week. So when a weapon actually has explosive rounds, it's like, yeah, I like explosive rounds. That's a perk I like. So you've got me. I would, if I was in the market for a weapon, since I already have Devil's Dawn ×3, I really am not in the market for sniper rifles. But if I were, I might pick this one up. Event Horizon. I also like the name. So you got me tempted. You have 2 weapons so far with explosive rounds. You know what would be awesome? Explosive rounds on a machine gun. All right, we got accurized ballistics, smooth ballistics, and soft ballistics. I think I would go with this one, smooth ballistics. Then we got life support versus underdog. Handling versus... I think I would go with life support. But this one is also tempting, underdog. I don't know. Probably life support, just because, especially if I'm doing something really difficult, like Challenge of the Elders, life support would be a great help. Anything that will help regenerate health while doing something like that would help. So life support, probably. Then braced frame versus appended mag. I think I would go with braced framed. So that will make up for the losses. Yeah, I would go with braced frame. Yeah, braced frame. Life support, and then we have crowd control. Kills with, yeah, crowd control. This is not that bad. Life support, brace frame, and crowd control. I like the crowd control part of it. Now, it wouldn't be awesome if it had explosive rounds just machine gunning through. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be so awesome. Chaotic neutral. That was chaotic neutral. Finally, something wicked. We got aggressive lodge, smart drift control, and hard launch. I'm going to go with smart drift control because a little stability would be nice on a rocket launcher. Unless it has tracking. Then that's not a big deal. We got Grenadier, cooldown, life support. Probably go with Grenadier simply because adding more to my grenades. Unless I have Frosties equipped. If I have Frosties equipped, maybe not. Then we got perfect balance versus Field Scout. Definitely Field Scout. Anytime there's a rocket launcher with Field Scout, I would immediately pick Field Scout. Increased carried ammo capacity. Because that means I think it depending on the rocket launcher, you could go... I had one rocket launcher on a character, I think it's on my PlayStation, where it could carry like 8 rockets. So that was like, I don't remember, I think it was because the gauntlets that were also equipped. Something else equipped on this hunter would give me like 8 rockets. I think it's on PlayStation, but it would give me 8 rockets. So it's like, that is just amazing. Beautiful. I love you, rocket launcher. You give me 8 rockets. That's just awesome. So Field Scout's definitely at my top. Cluster bombs. Ooh, this is nice. Cluster bombs and Field Scout. You got my attention there, droid. Something wicked. Not some wicked rocket launcher. I kind of like it. I mean, life support and Grenadier, meh. But the Field Scout and the cluster bombs, nice. All right, that's everything from the Crucible Quartermaster, and I am at an hour of talking weapons. All right, final carrier of weapons is New Monarchy.
So many guardians.
Because I'm a hunter. We jump everywhere. Wait, let's check out. Here we go. Any new players? Let's just go with that because people are always like, are people playing Destiny? So we got a definite new player here because it's based on the Grimoire score. So 380 Grimoire is very new player. Then we got here, that's an old player. I consider 1500 like the cutoff. It's not a very old, that's a pretty new player. Then we got, that's a definite new player. That's a old player. That person left while I was doing this. Old player, old player, old player, new player. So that's, wow, that's like 1, 2, 3, and there was another one, 4. There was another one. That one was a new player. So that was like 4 new players. Look at that, 420. Now we have 1 new player, old player, old player, old player, new player, 2 new players. As I said, that's a border because he's not at 400 light. I usually go with the 1500, but 2, so let's go with 3. 3 new players out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. That's just a decent number. So for those of you who don't believe me, you know if somebody, I mean, maybe I should drop the cutoff to 1,000. I mean, definitely if you're below 1,000, you're a very new player. If you're level 5 and you're like 380 Grimoire, you are a new player. So yeah, we get, every time I go to the tower, I find new players. There are people coming to Destiny 1 who are new.
Keep trying Zavala until he helps.
So we got here, what is it? Executor Hideo of New Monarchy. There's actually a quote, there's an announcement in the tower where Kate 6 is like, Executor Hideo, you know what you did. Watch yourself. So he did something to piss off Cade. And that's one of the other reasons I have a bias against New Monarchy. That plus the fact that they're fascists. They want a dictatorship for life at the bottom, like in the small print. Don't like you, man. Don't like you. Mr. Fancy Pants with your fancy hat. Fancy hat! Don't like your fancy hat! Assembly, and the fact that every one of your weapons has a number. So what are we getting the Assembly 3, dude? Where's the Assembly 3 coming out? So we got an auto rifle, Assembly 2. Bunch of stuff. We got reflex, sure shot, and OEG rifle scope. I would go with rifle scope, improved range, because this thing has sucky range. Armor piercing rounds versus lightweight. Armor piercing rounds it is. Why not? Let's add even more to the range. Then we got small bore versus hot swap. Writing this weapon grants I would go small bore, armor piercing rounds, OEG rifle scope, and then we got glass half full. The bottom half of each magazine causes additional damage. It's okay. It's okay. Wouldn't it be nice if you had an auto rifle that had explosive rounds? I fixate on explosive rounds. All right, we go with that. She likes explosive rounds. Not joining New Monarchy. You pissed me off just because you pissed off Cade. Free Will 3. From somebody who wants a dictatorship for life, like a dictator for life. Specifically, they wanted Commander Zavala. But that's beside the point. Zavala said no. Free will. You name your hand cannon free will. Is it the way you're saying the only way to get free will is to, if you know what I mean, with the hand cannon? Ugh, I don't like them. True Sight versus Fast Draw, fastest quick draw. I go with True Sight. Why the hell not? Flexible sight, light and good recoil control, strong target. Sounds tempting. Gotta go with it. Armor piercing rounds and lightweight. What is it with the armor piercing rounds versus lightweight? Going to go with the armor piercing rounds. Small bore versus triple tap. Definitely the triple tap. Rapidly landing precision hits will return 1 to the magazine. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with precision kills. So, triple tap, luck in the chamber. I don't like luck in the chamber. This is why I don't like Hawkeye, because 1 random bullet in the magazine causes considerable... You have 9 bullets in the magazine. That means you have a 10% chance that you will get a bullet that will do considerable bonus damage. Just 1. Hope when you're going for your free will that that's the bullet that happens to be the one you get. But I know people like Hawkmoon. I just don't understand why. Because to me, you have a 25% chance of getting, less than a 25% chance of getting a more powerful bullet. And the same with luck in the chamber. I don't like luck in the chamber. 1 out of the 10 bullets you don't know which one it's going to be. So unless you're like shooting nonstop at the boss, and then that 1 out of 10 is a boost, I don't even see how it can help in Crucible. Because you that 1 random one, after you shoot, how many? I don't know. I'm not a fan of luck in the chamber. That's just me. I would rather have a guarantee perk than a 10% chance perk. But I'm stuck with that. So triple tap, luck in the chamber, armor piercing rounds, and True Sight. That's me for the free will. Not joining. Not joining. Impeacher 5. Again, the irony of these... I think I mentioned this last time. The irony of the names of these weapons, given the fact that they want a dictator for life. So unless you're saying, like, it's just... So you're saying impeach your installed dictator for life. Because I'll do that. I don't have a problem with that. True Sight versus Sure Shot versus Quick Draw. I think I would go with True Sight. Again, flexible sight, light with good recoil control, strong target acquisition. Then we got armor piercing. Damn, there's the armor piercing rounds and hip fire. Armor piercing rounds. I don't do a lot of hip fire in Destiny, I will admit. I do a lot of hip fire in Warframe, but not a lot of hip fire, so I'm going to go with armor piercing rounds. We got hand loaded at an extended range versus relentless tracker. I'm going to go with hand loaded. Hand loaded. Rating this weapon, hot swap. So you're stuck with hot swap. Hot swap, hand loaded, and armor piercing rounds. Let me know what you think for the Impeacher 5. So how many people... So this is the fifth... This is going to be the 5th impeachment? We got the Bad Council 4. You mean this is a gun named after you, Executor Hideo? See, it's called the Executor Issued Shotgun for loyal supporters of... So, I shouldn't take this because this is a Bad Council 4. Just... I think these weapon names are meant to be... It's almost like if somebody from the corpus were to give you the not the debt collector, the bankrupt 56. So you go up to, like, I don't know, someone corpus, and he's like, the Bankruptor 56. Yeah, that really fits. Smooth ballistics, field choke, and aggressive ballistics. Yeah, I'm going to go with smooth ballistics. I got extended mag versus hip fire. Extended mag. Again, I don't use a lot of hip fire in Destiny. I should probably use more hip fire in Destiny. You can aim faster, you can shoot faster, everything's faster if you go with hip fire. I noticed that with Warframe. Like, it became a faster game when I started using hip fire. I think the only time I didn't use hip fire, I used aim down sights. And aim down sights is when I was playing as Call 175 in the New War, and when I played as Viso, because, I don't know, just... Anyway, extended mag, I would definitely, and then hammer forged versus surrounded. I think I would go with hammer forged, increased range and accuracy. So hammer forged, and finally rangefinder, so that increases the range even more. Rangefinder, hammer forged, and extended mag. Let me know though. That's the thing. Does hammer forged and rangefinder doubly increase your range? Because if it's not worth it, then I would go with surrounded. But I don't know. Is there a benefit to having both hammer forged and rangefinder? They both increase your range. Does it increase your range even more or not? That's Bad Counsel. All you give is Bad Counsel. Then we got the Deposition. Just these titles of these weapons. Wild Hawk versus Long View versus Taxis. I think I would go with the Taxis. Mid zoom scope. Skip rounds versus Snapshot. I think I would go with Snapshot. There's no point for skip rounds with a sniper. But then this is a medium impact. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not like some of the other faction sniper rifles that were really low impact. This is okay. But again, I don't see the point of skip rounds. You're trying to go one for the head, and that's it. So I'd probably go with Snapshot. Small bore versus Mulligan. Mulligan, missing a shot, has a chance to return ammo. Yeah, I would go with Mulligan. As much as it increases the stability and the range, I would go with Mulligan. I think Mulligan would be more helpful. And unflinching. It's easier to aim under fire. So unflinching, Mulligan, Snapshot. Comment. Like I said, comment. Correct me. Please correct me. Please. Not joining. And then we get the cat getting up again. When the cat gets up, it's like a momentous occasion. It's like, wow. Her Majesty finally get up off her fuzzy butt. Yeah, she's moving. She's actually moving. Yeah, I can see that. Bad Counsel, Deposition. Then we got a machine gun. First Citizen 9. Wait a minute. So you're saying this is for the 9th First Citizen. You know what? I don't want this. Because what? Next you're going to have First Citizen 10? Is that to just, are you getting rid of first citizens? You give them this machine gun, say, hey, you're first citizen. Bye-bye now, we need a new first, no. No, I do not trust New Monarchy. I do not trust New Monarchy. Yeah, but she just moved from one spot to another. Now she's back down to going back to sleep again. It is impressive how she could just move from one spot to another and just go back to sleep again. Aggressive ballistics versus... and how I could go from randomly switching to the cat to back to guns. Versus smart drift control versus field choke. You know what? I think I would go with field choke. More range and impact. Oh, okay, that's cute. Alright, it's just something also ridiculously hilarious to have like a monitor right here with a machine gun. And then right next to it, a little behind it, is a large fuzzy cat. With her eyes half closed. Extended mag versus snapshot. Definitely going with the extended mag. Definitely going with the a larger magazine, definitely. Small bore versus crowd control. Yeah, I'm going with the small. I mean, you notice the stability increase and the range increase. I'm going with small bore. So extended mag, small bore, and Eye of the Storm. Okay, yeah. Nah. Again, it's just... I'm not giving you my legendary marks, dude. Or my allegiance. You creep me out. What is my rank with New Monarchy? 28. I think I got them all up to like 28. Because you needed to get them to 25 for some seasonal thing that, yeah, the book. Here, one of the record books, you needed to get all of the factions up to 25. Which is why I noticed I'm like 30 in Crucible, 50. It was like you had to go with Crucible and the factions. And... you had to get those to 25. But not House of Judgment. I don't think it was House of Judgment. Record book. Is this the one? No, it wasn't this one. Which book was it? Moments of Triumph, I think it was.
Units reported. Tower sector all clear.
Where it's like... I don't remember. One of these books required... oh, here it is. Age of Triumph. Yeah? 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 Oh, yeah, because... oh, yeah. All right, this is the book complete. Yeah, it was like Rising Light, Reign of Iron, Second Year of Triumph. It was like story, Titan's Will, Crucible. See, there was like win matches in Crucible. I can't remember, but there was one where it's like you have to get to, I think it was history. Collections, Wanderer, Allegiances. See, you have to get Lakshmi's Favor, Shax's Esteem, earn rank 50 with the Cryptarch, earn rank 5 in Iron Banner, rank 25 with the Vanguard, 25 with New Monarchy, and 25 with... so yeah, that one I got. Yeah, I've never done Trials. What was I missing here? Complete all Wander milestones. So I needed Echoes of Darkness. I was missing calcified fragments because I think some of them you need in the raid. Anyway, this has gone on for a very long time. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know again. What am I missing out on these? Let me know how I can improve them. Let me know what I'm getting wrong or right when it comes to rolls because I know I'm getting stuff wrong. And hope to see you in the tower. Thank you for watching. I've noticed there's more people watching these videos. Cool, cool.